everybody, Carl from AllBallsNoBull baseball.com, and today we are in Harbor Yards in Bridgeport, Connecticut, the home of the Bridgeport Blue Jays. Blue Jays are an independent team. We're going to be working a lot with some of their personnel. For those of you who don't know, independent baseball is sometimes considered 4A, above AAA. I'm with my friend Pat Ahearne. Pat, today is our introductory tape on Pat. Pat's very, very interesting. What, 20 years professional?
20 years. Yeah.
20 years of professional baseball. And were you on you were on a College World Series champ too, weren't you?
Yeah, 1992 with Pepperdine.
Like we always do, Pat, tell us a little bit about yourself. You went right into Pro Bowl right after college?
I did. I played in the College World Series that year as a senior and was drafted by the Tigers and signed after college and started my pro career at that point.
I understand that you were in the major leagues. You've been through a lot of different organizations. Can you talk about that journey a little bit?
Well, when I signed with the Tigers, I started out in high A ball in Lakeland. Basically worked my way up through the system, A ball, double A, triple A. I got called up briefly in 95 in the middle of the season, and then basically ended up moving around to a bunch of different minor league clubs in different levels, double A and triple A, a little bit of independent time, so all around really. People
don't realize what the life is like. Now you had, this is what I wanted to talk about a little bit. You had a really interesting experience. You were player coach of a team in Czechoslovakia, or the old Czech. It's now
Czech Republic.
Yeah, can you tell us about that?
I was a player coach they have an 18 league in Czech, and I was one of the player coaches for that team, and I did that for 3 seasons in a city called Brno, Czech Republic, and last season I was a player manager for a team in Prague, and during those 4 years there, I was also the pitching coach for the Czech national team, and helped out with all those duties and international competitions on the junior and the senior level, going to various tournaments, European championships, all that sort of thing.
I know that Major League Baseball is spending a lot of money right now promoting the game internationally. I've read, whether it's true or not, that Jim Lefevre at one point was spearheading that league. Is that throughout Eastern Europe, or is it just in that specific country?
Where I played, the league was only in Czech Republic. Eight teams. They had 2 in Prague, 3 in Brno, and the rest were in other Czech cities. So it was only domestic league, but they had European Cup competitions where we'd play club teams from Germany, France, Italy, Netherlands, and a few teams from, say, Belgium and other different countries.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, it was great. It's a really, international baseball is fun because you really get a feel for the personality of a country or a culture almost based off of how they go about their business playing baseball.
Interesting. That's unbelievable. Now you're the pitching coach here, and can you describe what independent ball is at this level?
Well, the Atlantic League, where we are now, is probably one of the top independent leagues in the country. It's where most of the better players who continue in the game or want to get back into involvement with an organized team, they'll go and play here to be still in the game, be playing at a pretty high level of competition, with the hopes of having a team from an organization or maybe overseas to give them a look, pick them up, and give them that opportunity.
The Bluefish, I know Willie Mo Pena is playing here. Several years ago, but I saw Ricky Henderson play for the Newark Bears. It's really an amazing level of baseball that I think sometimes gets overlooked, but highly competitive, don't you think?
It is. there's some really good quality players, and I think sometimes it serves a purpose in baseball for giving players like that a venue to keep playing, because baseball is such a skill sport that you have to maintain yourself at a certain level. And if players that are in this league didn't have this opportunity, they may very well be sitting at home. It would make it that much more difficult for an organized club to call somebody and say, we want to pick you up, and they'll say, okay, I can be ready in 2 weeks.
Right.
Whereas, I mean, I'll give you an example. For myself, I played in this league in 2002, and I'm pitching, and I was having a good season. So I got a call from the Tigers and returned to the Tigers organization in AAA, but I was able to leave here, go directly to Toledo in AAA, and the next day when I arrived, I started a game and threw 8 scoreless innings for them.
So this enables people to, against, like you said, a high level of competition, they keep their skill set really sharp.
Yeah. So it gives them an opportunity to continue playing, keep their skill level at a level where Major League Baseball teams are able to say, okay, if he's coming from the Atlantic League, we can expect a certain level of talent that we can plug him into a AAA spot or a AA spot or even a Major League spot with some guys.
Pat is going to, in fact, I'm going to film it within the next week, we're going to start off with a series with Pat where he's going to go over, we're going to offer some, I call them snippets, little tidbits, little tips on our website and the blog on pitching, and then he has a real system of mechanical analysis. Is that a good way of putting it?
Yeah, I mean, I call it I call it my own little signature system. The name I gave it is the coaching eye, and what it does basically is it guides a coach through basically 5 steps of a delivery to establish a good foundation, maximize what your pitcher can do in terms of velocity, in terms of command, and it keeps things really simple. It's not an overload of information. It's just exactly what you need to get the results you want from your pitchers.
It's the old KISS, keep it simple, stupid, that we want to apply, especially with the kids we're working with. On that, we're going to sign off. We'll see you again. Look for some stuff with Pat. We're going to start shooting it right away, and then we'll bring it to you on the website and the blog. Thanks for coming in.